You know what the beauty of everything is right now? I don't even really have to come on here and talk about all the nonsense that the Democrat Party is engaged in right now to bring them down. They're going to do it to themselves. I mean, seriously, like there's a part of me that's almost taking an attack stance that is like just kicking my feet back and just reclining. Just being like, yeah, Democrats, keep going. Yeah. Keep telling people how bad Trump is. Yeah, keep telling people they can't, like Trump if they're black or a woman or Latino. Keep telling people that. I'll be right over here waiting. I'll just be waiting. I'm going to be sipping on my tea, smoking a cigar. You keep telling me, oh, what's that? Oh, you want to, yeah, people do want their taxes to be higher. That's a great campaign to go on, Democrats. Yeah, you know what? I'll just kick my feet back. I'll recline. You guys campaign on higher taxes and Trump hate. You guys will be fine. I don't need to take you down. You're going to do it to yourself. And that's where we're at. Oh, and by the way, keep censoring free speech on the internet, too. And why don't you introduce another bill while you're at it that says that you can't criticize Israel in free speech, too. So that's, good messages, good campaigning by the Democrats. Oh, yeah. You're going to really win a lot of elections with those messages. Well, one individual who's been dealing with the social media censorship, I imagine almost all of our guests have actually, is Dustin Gold, who is also the Trump guy. He runs Trump TV. He's about to do a comedy tour with Terrence Williams, who we're also trying to connect with here. It's almost like I don't even recognize you, Dustin, without the all the Trump garb on. But nonetheless, there you are.
I'm celebrating higher taxes.
Oh, yes, that's what we want. In fact, actually, I am celebrating that the Democrats are running on higher taxes. I am actually celebrating that. I like that. Please, Democrats, run on that.
I'm celebrating higher taxes. I'm celebrating Stormy Daniels Day. I'm celebrating the fact that you outed yourself as an Israeli shill. And I'm celebrating the fact that Trump has finally spun this thing around and we're taking it head on to the deep state.
Well, it really is incredible. Now, you've been dealing with censorship on social media, obviously. First, they do the kind of the shadow banning of you where the retweets, you're not getting the exposure. Then they just shut you down. They don't even tell you what you're doing. This is your Trump Guy TV, YouTube and Twitter handle. But you kept fighting, you kept going forward, and now you've actually announced a comedy tour. So this is about conservatives, and it's not even about saying, oh, I'm a conservative in this industry, or I'm a Trump supporter in this industry. It's just about the left dominates these industries. It's time for conservatives to get in there and get their creativity out. So that's what you and Terrence Williams are trying to do. Talk about your upcoming comedy tour.
Yeah, the left dominates these industries. The Jews dominate these industries. So
wait, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that. Censor him. Censor him. Censor him.
I'm allowed to say it. I'm a quarter Jewish. So I can say it for like a quarter of a minute. No, but
I'll have to ask Chuck Schumer if that's legit. Go ahead.
Yeah, Pickle Man Chuck Schumer. He's a great guy. But yeah, a couple of weeks ago, Twitter shut down my Trump Guy TV Twitter handle. No warning, nothing, just gone, disappeared. All my followers were gone, and I was locked out of my account. So, and that was like a week after we announced this comedy tour that I'm doing with Terrence Williams, who's a black conservative comedian, funny guy. You've probably seen him online. Hannity had him on for a week. Jesse Waters had him on. He eats chicken and laughs in a blanket in his apartment. He's a great guy.
And it is hilarious.
Oh, yes, it's hilarious. He was one of the first, I would say one of the first right up there with Diamond and Silk, black conservatives to come out and go viral online. And he called me about a month ago and said, do you want to do a tour with me? And I said, yeah, we'll definitely do it. I'm doing that, and I'm working on a new show with Right Side Broadcasting Network. I know sometimes you guys use their live streams of the rallies. They were the first people to go out there and challenge mainstream media and start panning the crowds and actually showing that they were as long as Trump said they were, or at least, half of what Trump said they were. He exaggerates a little bit, but I've been to a lot of rallies, and there's tens of thousands of people there.
Well, and we're now joined by Terrence Williams as well, who is going to be doing the comedy tour with you. Terrence, thanks for joining us. So what made you think of the idea to do a comedy tour? What made you think that was a good idea and that this was something you guys could run with?
Well, people have been asking me, Terrence, please come to my city. Please come to my city. So I decided, well, I'm coming to your city. People want to see me live. People want to laugh. They want to enjoy a Trump supporter They want to enjoy some Trump support and entertainment. So I decided to go on the tour.
And it's so great because you guys have two different dynamics to your comedy where Dustin, you do kind of the Trump impersonations and you have funny little mannerisms and you do the whole funny bit there. It's better than anything Alec Baldwin could ever do. And then Terrence, you kind of take leftist issues and things that liberals get triggered about, and you kind of just make a joke of it and laugh at it and show light on the nonsense of it. So how are you guys gonna kind of merge those two comedic styles to do a comedy tour?
Oh, I'm going to go right out there and throw Terrence out of the room. He's gone. Finished. Throw him out in the parking lot. Tie his shoelaces together. Push him down the stairs. And that's it. That's the whole show. It's 30 seconds.
That's probably exactly what the left wants. There's Trump. Look at Trump beating up a minority.
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to start the night with a meet and greet. Terrence is going to be eating chicken with everybody, which is going to be fantastic because his fans for the last year and a half have been begging him, I want to eat chicken with you. So he's going to do that, right, Terrence?
Oh, it's going to be some good old fried chicken, okay? And a lot of people, they stereotype black people and say black people are the only ones that eat chicken. And that's a dang lie. White people eat more chicken than black people do. But sometimes white folks, they like to hide their chicken, like chicken noodle soup, chicken pot pie, chicken dumpling. They eat more chicken than we do. It's so many people buying the VIP tickets to eat chicken, and majority of them are all white.
Well, the audience wants to know. The audience wants to know. The audience wants to know right now, Terrence. Are you guys going to be providing fried chicken? Or is this a bring your own fried chicken event, or will you be providing fried chicken? I think we may have lost Terrence, guys.
Terrence is going to be providing fried chicken. It was something we talked about. His fans wanted to do it, and I said, why not eat fried chicken with all these people? So here he's going to do it, and I don't know. I think he's really looking to become the new KFC mascot, the new Colonel Sanders, the extra crispy, if you know what I mean. So that could work.
They are switching. I mean, they do seem to get a new Colonel Sanders mascot every month. It seems
15 minutes. Yeah. I mean, and they've had women, they've had old people. I don't know. Maybe they have transgender Colonel Sanders. That would be interesting.
Well, that's kind of what Reba McEntire was, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. But they could get Bruce Jenner. I mean, that guy is still out there. He's interesting. We were just working on some material about Bruce and how famous he was for throwing the javelin, and now he's famous for catching one between his legs, if you know what I mean. So,
and he's the best at both, I hear.
Yes, he is. He's great, and that's why we figured out, as we were talking about Kanye and the whole question that came up on TMZ about slavery and the fact that whether or not blacks submitted to it. And we figured out that Kanye did this to distance himself from his family. It was a couple weeks out from Mother's Day because he didn't want to have to take his kids to see stepmom/dad Bruce. That was going to be a little strange.
I see. So there was there was something going on behind the scenes there. All right, we're going to get Terrence. We're going to get Terrence reconnected. We're keeping Dustin on with us for another segment here. In the meantime, though, folks, you need to support conservatives like Terrence and Dustin on their comedy tour. Welcome back to the War Room, brought to you by InfoWars. I'm your host, Owen Schroyer. I have Dustin Gold and Terrence Williams on with me. Terrence's Skype is a little messed up, so if we lose him, we'll just bring him back on the phone. Before we get into any news discussions, guys, I haven't put the information out there. Where can people check out your comedy tour? Where can people know where the events are going to be? What's a good website that we can plug so people can go see you guys?
They can
Terrence
go to
K. Williams.
TerrenceKWilliams.com. TerrenceKWilliams.com. A Terrence with an E, not an A. TerrenceWilliams.com, and they can find all the information on there. The future cities that I will be in, that me and Dustin will be in. Yeah, ticket information about fried chicken. Information.
Now that's the real information. What kind of?
And you guys, you have to support this because social media, you shut down my Twitter account. They attacked Terrence and threatened his Facebook account. As you can see, they even shut down his internet feed a little while ago. These guys are evil. They're shutting it down.
Well, that's what I wanted to get into, and let's go on with Terrence, and then we'll get your take on this, Dustin. What have you seen since you announced this tour, since you've been doing your comedy? I mean, what type of censorship have you witnessed and experienced?
Well, I've been experiencing censorship for the last year. I can't tell a difference. Facebook, they still censor me. They banned me because I posted some death threats. People were talking about they were going to kill me, calling me an Uncle Tom, calling me a coon. So I said, well, let me post this on Facebook, and maybe Facebook will ban them. And let me post it just in case something happened to me, because you never know. These people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I thought Facebook had my back. Well, that part, they did not have my back. Facebook banned me and said that I was bullying and harassing the people that were bullying and harassing me because I posted their death threats. Because I posted the hateful things that they said to me.
So you received death threats. Hold on a second. I don't even. You received death threats. You post the death threats for your own safety and to get the word out, and then you're the bad guy?
You ain't never lied. Yes, I was considered the bad guy, okay? They threw away the keys and took me to jail. Facebook put me in a Facebook County jail for no reason, okay? And so then they sent this fake apology, this automated apology, talking about one of our team members made a mistake. It was not no mistake. It wasn't a mistake. You know what? I did not, when I started getting censored, I started to notice it. You know, I used to get paid on Facebook. Facebook used to cut the check. They used to pay the bills. I used to buy baked beans with my Facebook check. But guess what? Facebook, they used to pay me to play ads during my live feed, during my live videos. Then one day, they cut me off. They said I was no longer able to receive ad money. I was no longer monetized.
Wow, so now you can't even get the family fried chicken bucket now. You got to go down to the little chicken bucket.
Yeah, listen. I said, well, Facebook, they don't pay me no more. So I tried to go down to the food stamp office. They told me to get my black ass out of there. So I said, well, dang. Well, I guess I better get a real job. But listen to this, though. No, this is the kicker. This is the kicker. I received my last Facebook check October of 2017. My first time getting censored was November of 2017. Come on now. Tell me something don't sound fishy about that. Come on. You cut me off from monetizing in October, and you start censoring me and removing my posts.
Well, this is the same thing that happened to Diamond and Silk, and they actually got to talk about that in front of Congress. And then what does the Democrat congressman say? But you made a lot of money. Well, it doesn't matter. We're talking about the Constitution here, you dimwit. But Dustin, you had to deal with this too.
Money?
Yeah.
What's wrong with making money?
Terrence is so broke now, he has to go to KFC and lick other people's fingers. I mean, it's so screwed up. But yeah, but no, I mean, hey, Twitter shut me down a few weeks ago, just totally wiped out my account. You know, it starts with shadow banning. Everybody on Twitter who's a conservative has experienced this. Then I was suspended for 7 days, and then all of a sudden my account just completely disappeared. And the crazy part about this is conservatives are being attacked. People like Terrence on Facebook get attacked for posting death threats. And you've got the former head of the CIA, John Brennan, Cro-Magnon forehead, is walking around on Twitter threatening the president of the United States every day with threats, posting stuff about Cicero. Cicero was killed because he was trying to restore the republic and take down the dictator Julius Caesar. And John Brennan gets away with this all day long. I mean, it's so obvious, it's almost not even worth talking about censorship anymore because we know that it's happening. They've basically admitted it, and James O'Keefe with Project Veritas has pretty much exposed all of this stuff.
Well, and they're just about to roll out their new terms of service, Twitter and Facebook, on back-to-back days, and they're kind of having like a soft launch right now where they're slowly banning people, they're slowly kicking people off, and then they're going to say you're fake news or you're hate speech or you're bullying when you're getting death threatened. And so that's how they're kind of greasing the skids for the total rollout. They've already got the narrative played out where it's like, oh, look, we're just banning fake news. we're just banning, bullies and everything, when really it's a total political agenda that I think is just going to blow up in their face. Now, I know that it's obviously great for marketing, but, personally, I'm just so sick of social media. I just wish that people would just put it down.
Well, one of the things that I just want to bring this up, because you guys stress it, Alex stresses it, and it's very important. About 8 weeks ago when I met Terrence, I helped him rebuild his website. I have a background in marketing. I used to have a web company. And I saw over the last 10 years, not even having to do with politics, a lot of people, small businesses, personalities, freelancers, started getting rid of their websites and their email lists and relying completely on Twitter, Facebook, Google, and other platforms to run their companies. And I kept telling people, you have to have your own platform. You have to control your own email list. So when I talked to Terrence, and I said, if you're going to rebuild this site, you have to do it. Alex has even noticed it and started talking about it. Have your own platform. Collect your own emails. You can stay on social media for now, but you have to be prepared for the day, even if they weren't just censoring conservatives. Who's to say Facebook doesn't want to just close its doors one day? You can't rely on third-party platforms to build your brand and build your company.
You ain't never lied.
Yeah. It's so key, especially right now, when you know that if you're using those platforms, you're not getting the full service. You're not getting a full round, if you will. You're not getting a full magazine. You're getting maybe 1 or 2 bullets instead of a full 16 round, and that's how they censor you. But act like it's not going on. We're trying to protect you, but really are shadow banning you. Guys, pull up Terrence K. Williams. Let's give the website a plug before we let these guys go. Guys, you got to check out this comedy tour. You can just tell just from the segments that they did with us here. These guys are funny. They know how to have a good laugh. They know how to entertain. It's going to be a great show. I hope that this takes off, and I wish you guys could basically reinvent comedy, I think, with this act. And so I just wish everybody go support you guys. Go to TerrenceKWilliams.com. Go to Trump Guy TV. Sign up for their emails. Get to their comedy tour. I promise you won't regret it. Plus, there's going to be fried chicken. There's going to be fried chicken.
If you don't support conservative comedians, we're joining the deep state. That's